The score you saw in your JAMB 2025 results might be wrong. Yes, you heard me right. So there have been noticeable glitches in the results for 2025 JAMB candidates. So you want to do yourself a favor by checking your results again. For instance, for a particular student that checked her results before and she saw 155, but later checked it and saw 299. So that could be you too. All you want to do is to recheck your results if you are in this category.
Good evening, guys. I believe we all lodged complaint about the JAMB 2025. So I lodged my own complaint on JAMB support through Chrome. So I dropped my complaint and they messaged me that it will be reviewed. There are some other people too that came to my DM on TikTok and WhatsApp to ask for how to lodge complaint. I haven't made a video for it on how to lodge complaint. So I lodged complaint and they started turning on because there's somebody that even told me that through his complaint, he rejected his score. It was reviewed from 201 to 297. I think that complaint is working. I'm still waiting for my own too, but a news popped in today from JAMB, and I believe the video I made that went viral helped too, and some other complaints too from people from various parts of the country. So the latest news now is they dropped an article, a write-up that it seems those that have glitches in their JAMB, they are going to settle down for another exam. So they said all students should go and study. They told all students to go back to their book. So I don't know, we don't know what they can do, but that's just the latest update. So I'm making this video to just inform anybody that is a JAMBite that has any issue or any glitch with the JAMB. So go and sit back, go and continue studying. There's a very high probability that they are going to redo the exam. So thank you so much. And for those that had amazing scores, congratulations to you. But I don't know, if they review it, everybody's score could literally change. So I can't assure you that you should celebrate your score yet, because they said they got some technicians that will work on everything and check up the database. So we are optimistic for the best. And there are some people in the comments that also said they will say a lot of scandalous words, some words that cannot be heard, saying that's what you score, that's it. But don't worry, we are going to share the testimony. Stay safe.
Did you know that without your 190, you can gain admission to study nursing? Did you know that without your 205, you can still gain admission to study nursing and be a registered nurse? For those watching my video for the very first time, hi, I am Dayo, a 300 level nursing student. And on this space, we're ensuring that everyone gets the right information concerning nursing admission, concerning gaining admission to study nursing in the university, and also concerning the right information about this 2025 JAMB results and not wasting your JAMB score. Do you know that without your 190 that you're crying about, and that your 205 that you're crying about, and that 230 you're crying about, you can still gain admission to study nursing in the university? Even with this your JAMB result, this 2025 JAMB result, I said so. Yes, you can still gain admission to study nursing. There are school of nursing that actually write exams every year after your JAMB result is out, and you can apply to them and study nursing. Some of them do not even need JAMB. If you've been following my previous videos, since I've been crying and shouting since we started this 2025 JAMB registration, that you need to write this JAMB exam, even if you might end up going to university or going to a school of nursing. And if you're confused about the difference between a school of nursing and also a university, and what are the things you're supposed to be aware of, relax. I made a video about that and I pinned it in my profile. I pinned the video in my profile so you can go and check it out. Before that, your uncle is telling you that you should go and change institution. Better calm down and listen. Don't change institutions though. There are things that you should consider before changing an institution. Some of you get 205 and you need to apply for nursing in Unilag. I don't understand. Oh wait. We don't do that here. In this space, we ensure that everyone gets the right information. So share this video and make sure you follow up for my next video. Love you. Bye.
After JAMB, what next? Congrats if you're one of those that make the cutoff of the UTME exam that I've just concluded. And if you do meet the cutoff also, congrats at the same time. I'll be checking your results. That's the first step we need to do. You need to check your results either online or through the SMS text, but you are still going to check it online. That's where you are going to know that's when you are going to print it out. So you still have to go to the JAMB portal to print your results. The second thing to note is that you have to know your cutoff mark. You have to know the cutoff mark of the uni you are going, the cutoff mark of the course, the cutoff mark of the departmental course on departmental course. You have to know the cutoff mark.
Hi, this message is to every JAMB student who wrote JAMB in 2025. I just felt led to make this video, and if you're a blog seeing this video, I would love you to circulate it as much as you can because it has to reach a wider audience, and I would like your help to do that. My name is Esther Ozarima. I'm the founder of Esther, and I actually run a foundation. It's just that I haven't really been active on there. I run a foundation called Reshape Foundation, and basically our mission is to tackle career anxiety, right, among secondary school students. And basically we are very focused on life after secondary school, right? So we've done a few outreaches to schools. We've spoken to over like 3,000 students in the last couple of months, and I've been seeing a trend, especially surrounding the recent JAMB examination that was conducted this year. I mean, I have a sister as well who is in secondary school. It's just that she didn't take JAMB this year, but she has a lot of friends who took JAMB, and I mean, the results have been really alarming. Now, I don't know exactly every single student out there whose result has come back, right, really low, or who has scored a low score. But then, like, from what I see, some of the students are really shocked. I mean, it's one thing when you know that, okay, you've studied hard, you've read hard, like you probably know all the possible questions and you're really confident in the examination. And then it's another thing for you to see a totally different result from what you had expected, right? And I want to believe that these students put in the effort. I want to believe that they put in the hard work, but then I'm not even here to talk about the score or whatnot, because I don't know if there's anything that can be done about that, or if the cries would go to the ears of the JAMB officials wherever they are. But my point here is the psychological impact that the results have on the students. I think that's where I'm strongly more inclined to, right? Now, most students are beginning to think that, oh my God, JAMB is the heaven, the alpha and the omega. I mean, education is really important. I am pro-education. You need to get educated because it will give you like a template and a good plan for life. But then again, a comment from my sister's friend, states, oh my God, like, what will become of me now? What will become of my education? Now I cannot afford, I cannot go to my dream school or, study my dream course if I have to sit an extra year or an extra 2 years, like things like that. And this just, underscores that there is a huge impact that these examinations have on the students. I mean, aside just like the social proof that, oh my God, I passed my examination, there's also, a confidence boost that comes from passing it. And unfortunately, students begin to see themselves otherwise. And it's just unfortunate because the culture in schools have, driven a narrative that repetition means failure. But I'm here to tell you otherwise. Unfortunately, okay, I've said unfortunately 1 million times. Repetition doesn't mean failure. Repetition is the only way, and it's like a pathway to mastery. Do you understand? Repetition is a huge pathway to mastery, and now is the time for you more than ever to build yourself, to learn skills, to find and discover what exactly you are good at. I had to write JAMB twice. I got into a university in Nigeria, but unfortunately I had to leave because the system was not systemizing. It wasn't. Do you understand? So I don't want you to see this as the end of life, because there's some narratives, some crazy narratives that are being driven. And as parents, please, let us take it easy on our teenagers. Let us take it easy on them, because writing JAMB alone is not a small feat. Writing JAMB alone is not a small feat. So please, let us kindly take it easy on them. This is a very sensitive period, sensitive phase in their lives, right? So instead of making it, this dog should just shut up. So as parents, let us kindly make it easy for our teenagers. Let us help them in this phase. Let us even build them, invest in them. Let them go and learn skills during this gap year. Don't just leave them to, sit at home and just kiss time and let time pass. Invest in them. Then let them learn skills that can actually, contribute to the economy, that can contribute to their mental growth as well. Right? I just want to let you know that you are amazing. For those of you that put in the effort, for those of you that are shocked and livid as regards like your score, you are amazing. Please don't stop shining. Oh my goodness. Please don't stop shining. And yeah, God bless you. All the best from Reshape Foundation. All the best from me. And I'm wishing you I'm wishing you huge, tremendous success.
I and 99 others are here to say that we are highly disappointed in the students who are complaining about the JAM results, because Very Dark Man talked about this last year, 2024. That was in April. Nobody took him serious. A lot of people asked him some stupid questions in the comment section that what was his own JAM result when he took it. Sure you get. Now they are crying.
Over 1.4 million out of 1.8 candidates that sat down for JAM scored below 200. This is a problem. Do you know what this means? This means that we don't have a next generation doctors and nurses. We don't have the next generation lawyers. Do you understand? Because if they don't, the cutoff mark for medical school is 220. The cutoff mark for law is 200. The cutoff mark for biology, I the other one, is 180. Do you understand? So if person when he score 200 from a small jam, now you want to be optician, now you want to be pediatrician, you know if you even spend pediatrician, so I want to do the work. That is to say, schools will not give them admission into the universities, except if they want to study library science, public admin, and the other regular courses. It's crazy. And you know why? Because don't tap my screen. Don't tap my screen. Follow my top gifters. Follow my top gifters. Follow my top gifters. Yes, who is this? Kelvin. Oh, I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, my nails is from Posh Nails. My hair is from Golden Hairs. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to tap my screen. Tap my screen. Oh my gosh, someone just gifted me a lion. A lion on the head. He has a big tail in a very small waist. Oh, lion. Oh.
Nigerians, please, we all have to come out. We all have to just voice this out. JAMB has killed me. JAMB needs to release my results. Like, I'm not even going to accept this. I literally knew what I wrote. Everything I wrote. I knew everything. People are getting older every year. They can't keep repeating exams every year. People are getting older. You are playing with our career. You are playing with our academics. You are playing with our effort. Like, you are messing us up. This is not fair. Nigeria government, I literally had valid reasons for picking every answer I picked on that exam. JAMB officials, people should come out and explain. Students can be failing every year. It's a lie. It's a lie. I don't believe this. You guys can't keep making money from the citizens every year. It's just bullshit. JAMB officials, you people are terrible. You people are terrible. Like, for how long will this continue? For how long? For how long? What is going on? What is happening? What is happening? This is
Madam said that she had a valid reason for all the answers she picked. Madam, there are people who fail in life on daily basis and they had the right reason for making those choices that turn out to be bad choices. She you get. Whatever happened to your result, we don't know. She had 144 and she's complaining that that's not her result. We don't know whose result they assigned to her. So we don't know. Very Dark Man won them in 2024 when he talked about it, but they made fun of him. That was when Very Dark Man had not gained the traction that he has today. Sure you get. They made fun of him. Now they are suffering the consequences. Sure you get. Study. You are on TikTok. You are on Facebook. You are on Instagram. You are on Snapchat. You are on the... I don't even know all those other things. You go there, you are stripping off, doing all sorts of crazy things so you can cash out from social media. All I can say is parents are failing in their duties on daily basis. Parents are failing on daily basis. You can accuse the government, the education system, or whatever have you, but parents have failed their children big time, and they need to readjust. If not, the type of generation that are breeding these days, man, they'll come back to bite you.
So up till now, you are still bothered about your JAMB score. When there are universities, you can study professional courses even with a JAMB score as low as 180, 170, and 200. I've seen a lot of complaints about JAMB this year on TikTok. And guess what? I'm here with solution. I'm giving you the list of 5 universities in Nigeria that you can study professional courses with your JAMB score as low as 170, 180, 190, 200. Are you sure? I've done my research and they are verified. So number 1 on the list is Ebonyi State University. Yes, I always mention Ebonyi State University first because I'm a graduate of Ebonyi State University. And I can boldly tell you that with JAMB score as low as 170, 180, 190, and 200, you can study medicine and surgery, you can study physiology, you can study law or any other professional courses. The only thing you need to do is make them your first school of choice. You understand? So if Ebonyi State University is not your first choice of your institution, go to any cyber cafe and change it immediately. Make them your first choice so that they can give you admission. And when I say they will give you admission, they will give you merit admission. So number 2 on our list is Federal University of Technology, Owerri, popularly known as FUTO. I know you must be shocked to see FUTO in this list. This is a verified list, and as we all know, FUTO only accepts science courses. So if you are looking for law, don't go to FUTO. You guys should go to their website. These are verified information. Go to their website on Google. These are verified information I'm giving out just for free. FUTO will give you admission for professional courses, medicine, med lab, physiology, anatomy, and all these professional courses. I mean science courses. With even JAMB, they are giving for 160. They are giving for 160. Federal University of Technology, Owerri. They are giving admission for 160 in JAMB. Are you shocked? Me too, I'm shocked. So number 3 on our list is UNICAD, the almighty UNICAD. I know you must be shocked hearing UNICAD. then I'm here to tell you that Unical can give you admission with 170, 180, 190, 200 professional course. Are you surprised? Yes, they will give you admission. The only thing you can do for me is make them your first choice of institution. All these informations, all these universities I'm listing out, make them your first choice of institutions. I said this from the beginning of this video. They might not be your favorite university to go to, but if you really want to study that course of your choice, you have to switch university. These universities, make them your first choice of institution, and they will give you merit admission. Number 4 on the list is Uniport. Uniport. Uniport will give you merit admission even with your JAMB score below 200. They will give you medicine and surgery, med lab, all these professional courses. They will give you admission to study it in Uniport. Trust me, go to their website and see for yourself. They have updated their admission list for the year. Go to use your Google search and do your own research. These are verified information I'm giving. Okay, the last but not the least is ABSU, Abia State University. Abia State University is one of the best universities in Nigeria, and I know you must be shocked to see them in this list. They tell that Abia State University, don't mind them. Abia State University, even being one of the best universities in Nigeria, they accept you are not just informed. Lack of information will make you to do things you don't want to do. Abia State University will give you admission for professional courses, nursing, especially nursing. They are very good with nursing courses. So if you want to study nursing, Abia State University is a very good university to do nursing. And not just that, even with JAMB score, even if your JAMB score is not up to 200, they will give you admission. Just make them your first choice of institution. So if there's any other course you want me to talk about, if there's any other school you want me to talk about, or you want me to talk about your JAMB score, leave a comment in the comment section and I'll do research on them on your behalf. Bye.
So I've been seeing so many negative comments concerning the video I did yesterday about this year's JAMB result. So unfortunate that Nigeria had to happen to me, and I'm really sorry for people that were affected, because I definitely know that yes, those are not their scores, and you people that are claiming that is their scores, that is what they wrote and that is what JAMB give them, I hope that one day you find yourself in a situation where you will seek justice, and instead of people to come and help you, they will blame you instead. Yes, because I don't understand your comments. I don't understand the silly comments that most of you are dropping. Like one said, it's because there is social media. Yes, there is social media, and these people are trying to seek justice. So are you trying to tell me that okay, more than 1,000 people are complaining of one thing, and you can't think that definitely something was wrong with this year's JAMB? Like, please. Okay, so does it mean that all of them are dull? Even most of the brightest students? See, please, people should just take off those negative comments off my page. Like, I don't even have strength to reply any of you again, but it's getting too much already. Please, can you just take it off my page?
Hi everyone, this morning I checked my results and I saw two things. I've heard a lot of news on TikTok that some people are getting 157, 135 and so on, and they are complaining. Please tell the JAMB headquarters to give us our results. I cannot get anything. Like, I overstudied for this examination. I have done a lot of CBTs and I was not getting anything less than 250. Like, during my examination I was very observant, and like out of 37 questions in my biology, I was very sure of it. It was 3 that I left and I went to the next one, then I came back to it later. At least I still will get 1 in it. Like, at least I should still get 90 over 100 in my biology, and yeah, I was seeing 57. My chemistry I was seeing 47. Like, it's not possible. Please, I beg you all, everybody should bring their head together. Like, let us be united. This cannot go like this. Please look for something to do with it. Thank you very much.
Even electricity is not available for you to use and make video. I have to use my flashlight. So this year's JAMS has been something we should look into, but then it's just so disheartening that some of us are like saying Gen Zs, we failed JAM, and then we can't allow people rest. Like, dude, you know yourself, I know myself, what you're capable of doing, what you're not capable of doing. It's not as if we did not even like prepared. I prepared, I went for that JAM, and I can vouch for you that I knew what I wrote there. Alright, this is not actually my first time writing JAM. I wrote JAM last year. I got 249 in my JAM, and that was not with preparation. I did not prepare very well for that JAM, and then this year that I actually said let me kill it, I went and then JAM killed me rather. Alright, it's not fair. Like
I'm so like traumatized right now because I know that that is not me. No matter how my failure is, that cannot be like, that's actually a seat number they give me. This year's jam has so much things inside that one person has more than 3 jam results. Like a person, a candidate has like over 3 jam results in one jam. How is that even supposed to be possible? And then the other person, this one I know very well, this guy was absent. He was actually my friend. He was absent, and man, the guy have to like, he had 306 in his jam. Someone that was absent in the exam, and then he had 306. How? So
this is the testament that God is good. Abby, God is good. You scored 3. Everybody is complaining. You are saying, may nothing do my own this thing, or may nothing. Just know that result that you just saw, that result where you see, so man, not even speak English because I'm already getting so pissed. That result where you see, is the beginning of your shege. You understand? Now, the result you see these people that are complaining, they had higher scores last year. Why didn't they enter school? So that your result now, you now say if you will enter school, because I'm getting so pissed. Like, I already made a video before, but I'm just trying my best not to upload anything about this jam issue, but it is getting too much. Like, I'm crazy, I'm mad. This is the testament that God is good. You have promised me. Okay, you have promised me. You will not, after that result, you will not go and apply for school. You will not get admission. Then next year, you write for jam again, and they will do this thing that they do it to those kids. They will do it to you too. They will do it to you too, because I'm pissed, I'm tired, I'm irritated. It's so irritating seeing these things. I feel so irritated. Like, I cried. It's not fair. It's not fair for you to be mocking other people because, okay, these people claim they know what they wrote. Everybody knows their strong point. Everybody knows their weak point. Somebody that is weak in English is getting higher score in English when they are does it make any sense? It does not make any sense. And you're out here saying, oh, this is the testament that God is good. Fine, God is good now. Then later, when you did not see admission, then you write jam again next year, then jam will do the same thing to you. Then we'll know how God is good. Rubbish.
There is a problem with this year's JAMB result. There is nothing you will tell me to convince me that there is no problem. There is a big problem. I'm not a JAMBite. I do not write the exam. I'm a teacher. And as a teacher, I know the capacity of most of my students. I teach in a standard mission school, and I know what my children can do. I know what they can do. The result I'm seeing is not encouraging me at all. It's not encouraging. In seeing the total score for this year JAMB is 200. Why students are scoring 150, 150? No, I teach in a very standard school, and I know what my students can do. The education system has not dilapidated to this point. There is a problem. JAMB registrar, Professor Loyede, please, there is need for a review. Please, I beg you. The marking guide might have a problem, or there is a system glitch. There is need for a review. The Ministry of Education, Dr. Alausa, please help Nigerians. So, Nigerian students, you guys want to push parents into depression. We know the capacity. I know for my students, Goody, I know what they can do. I know what my students can do. If you come to my school, I can point up to 10 students that I will vouch they will score more than 200 or 250 in their jam, and I'm saying 150. No, at this point there is a problem. People need to speak out. No, God, Jesus, this is heartbreaking. Parents are not finding it funny. Students, you are pushing students into depression. Some of them are writing WAEC and NECO, and they are no longer writing the exam with happiness because of the results they got from their jam. If there is need for resitting, let them receipt for JAMB this year. Please, I beg you. There is need for a review. Let's rectify the problem with your system, JAMB. Please, I beg you. God.
JAMB 2025 JAMB session. I'm here to call out JAMB. Even with my low likes, even if I get low view, my own is I want it to get to them. Like, I want it to get to them, because I don't see no reason why somebody that read, had sleepless nights, kept on reading, going for marathon classes, would come back with 155. I don't get, like, it's not making sense to me. Please make it make sense. Make it make sense. You know this thing when you know that when you're expecting, I know when somebody, I would say, okay, he didn't do well by himself, but this one, I will personally call it on JAMB. I'll put it on JAMB because it's not making sense. Please, you guys should check again. Check what you did. I don't know how you did it.
JAMB, what is going on? Like, this is the first time Nigerians are coming out to complain over their scores, right? This lady said she got 128 over 400. That she's disappointed. That she actually ate all the questions back to back. But she was disappointed when JAMB released her result and it was 128 over 400. This same lady complained the same thing. I don't understand. JAMB, is this a system error? Does it mean that Nigerians are no longer brilliant? What is going on? What is going on? Nobody actually reached 300 JAMB. What is going on? This lady says she studied about 25 past questions, right? And I believe for them to come out like this and cry out shows that they know what they wrote, right? It shows that they are brilliant. JAMB, honestly, you guys should look into this because it's not easy to write JAMB. It's not easy to study. At the end of the day, you are expecting to get like 200, 300. You ended up with 100 and making you to sit for the exam again. Come on. It's not easy. Please, JAMB, look into this. So, look into this. This is not fair. Does it mean that Nigerians are not brilliant? Does it mean that we are Olodo? We are not brilliant? Come on. Don't do that. Please, look into this, JAMB. Please.
1.9 million people registered JAMB. Only 12,000 people passed. And they shamelessly came and announced to the public. They shamelessly came and announced to the public. And I see some bloggers coming to say that, yes, they don't do anything, they don't read anymore. They have channeled their time to TikTok, to other social media platforms. Are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Everybody, including you that is saying that thing, is also doing the same thing. You should blame the system. There is no way 1.9 million people register JAMB and you cannot get even 200,000. What are you calling the people? That means Nigerian schools are not working. This is a big slap in the face of the Ministry of Education. And to the Minister of Education, it means that your office is useless. You must call your people to resolve whatever that they are doing. How do you expect the international communities to look at us? No wonder when we go there, they put us like a root. They don't appreciate us. But the same student that you underrate here, when they go there, those guys are doing very well because we learn under very hard atmosphere. When we go there, it's soft. We learn faster, and before you know, we are at the top. You now come out to give that kind of results. Even in the university, if a lecturer fails students woefully, Senate will call them. What happened? Senate will call the lecturer. How comes 60, 70, 80% failed your course? Is it that you don't know how to lecture well? Or the way you set the exam is incomprehensible? What is the problem? Because there is no way you will teach the students and you set the exam and they won't be able to answer it. This is how you guys ridicule the efforts of people. Everybody prepares for every exam that they go to write, no matter what. So there is no way you will say that, Kai, this country, very, very soon, everybody will stand up against you people. 1.9 million people registered. It's not for free. They paid money. I don't know how much. Let's assume 3 million. 3 million by 1.9 million. How? 3,000 by 1.5 million. How much is that? Then only 12,000 passed inside. So the remaining 1 million, 800 and something thousand, 900 and something, 800 and something thousand people. What about their money? It's gone. Are you returning it? During the exam, what about the people that had system error? What about the people that could not log in? What about the people that the system shut down automatically? What about the people that could not submit because of the system error? What about the people that network did not allow? Did you call them back to write the exam? Because system is not working in Nigeria, everybody takes everything for granted. You cheat the people, nobody to cry for them, and you come out to tell us that everybody failed JAMB. Shame on you people. Shame on Nigerian government. Shame on the leadership. We are ashamed to have you people. You are all bad leaders. Poor man cannot speak. You cheat poor man at every level. After keeping some people at home, after keeping some children.
All right, so JAMB results is out, and students have started seeing their results. Those that passed, congratulations. Those that failed, work harder next time. Now, beyond the blame game that has been going around on social media, blaming the teachers, blaming the students, JAMB as an organization needs to look at themselves also. Because this year, a lot of things happened and made the students to fail their exams. For example, I have a student of mine who messaged me this morning that she failed her examination. Now, this is one of the best students in my school, and I wondered how she did. Last year, she did her JAMB exam, and she got 278. She wanted to study medicine, and the school which she chose did not accept her for medicine. And for the fact that she doesn't want to pick another course, she decided to do another exam this year. This year, she devoted her time, her effort, her energy, and money into making sure that even though she was out of school, she went for JAMB tutorial centers, she read, and did a lot of questions online. And at the end of the day, when the results came out, she got 151 or 170, something thereabouts. And this is the case of so many other students like that. I had a student also that did the mock exam and got 265. And when she did the real exam, she got 115. So it begs the question why JAMB is becoming like this. Why the students are doing well in the mock and failing their main exam. Some students experienced a lot of difficulties during this year's exam. Some were not able to log into their computers. Some computers were faulty. I have a friend whose brother went for an exam that was supposed to start 8 or 6:30. They could not do that exam that day. Why? Because the center was having difficulties with their generator. They could not start up the generator to power the computers. Imagine somebody that went for an exam that is supposed to have started maybe 7:30, got to the exam hall 5 or 6 a.m. and the center is giving excuse that they cannot do exam. You know how disoriented and demoralized that kind of students will be. What do you think the fate of that kind of students will be? Or somebody that is already on the system and the system dies, what do you think would happen to that kind of students? JAMB needs to look into their policies or the way they go about this exam henceforth. A lot of things need to be done to make this exam more conducive and favorable to the students. Probably the exam should be for 2 years, I don't know, because you can't keep wasting a child's time and effort every year on this exam. We know that JAMB is important, fine, but it becomes tiring when you continue to do the same exam every year. And it's not even as if some of these students are failing. Some of these students are not even being given admission into the university. Imagine after doing your JAMB, you still have to do post-UTME. That means that JAMB is not even enough criteria for you to enter school. And the funny part is that passing of your JAMB does not even guarantee you entering into university. Imagine someone that got 275 and could not even enter a decent university to study a decent course. So a lot of things need to be done. The JAMB needs to be held accountable. The stakeholders, the Ministry of Education, everybody needs to be held accountable. Because we can't keep attributing the blame of the failure to the teachers and the students without JAMB also being introspective about their policies and the way they dish out centers out to people. There are some centers that are not even worthy of writing common entrance. Next year, WAEC is planning on making their exam CBT also. I'm very sure a lot of students that will write that exam will fail that exam because they are going to be the test run for the exam. And I'm very sure that a lot of problems will occur and a lot of candidates will fail. So we can't continue to live like this in this country. If we are not up to the task, let us stop. These students are demoralized, some are even depressed. So JAMB, WAEC, stakeholders, Ministry of Education, please let's find a solution to these problems. We need lasting solutions that will make the youth interested in education. It's because of difficulties like this that make people not interested in education, and you see a lot of dropout, a lot of people that don't want to go to school again. Eventually, they start saying school is a scam, school is a scam. It's because of policies that are not favorable to them. So please, we are using this medium to beg you as educators, as students, let us review our policies. Let us make this exam conducive enough for our students in order for us to have a brighter future as a country.
What is JAM here? JAM just need to consider the result to cause so many complaints not just they receive. Even my own self, more cover self. Maybe say I study hard, and I know I paint. I know sleepless night. For toilet, if I see they read, for kitchen I they read, for bathroom I they read. God, na so JAM today JAM person. Woman never this way. We best like physics. This one no say. I almost everything I remember for physics. Once I come for the JAM one of my friends they call me self. The thing they say. Sweetie they said motion, radiation, electrolysis. I use the cap there for God. This thing, and this itself, all these capacitor and capacitors, all these things. God. For mass equation of learner for this thing. They call this. What they call it myself? Standard deviation. Equation of a learner for myself. Geometry day. God. I could couple my friends. Let me see, but now so young go stay do me. Chemistry. So what's that speed here now, God? More. The jam needs to question this thing. No, they need to conduct. Then they need to reschedule this new exam. They need to reschedule this. This is not my result. I check on Thursday. I suppose for mock I get 234. For exam now I could get 73. We all Nigerians, we need to come out. All JAM bike need to come out. God shall.
Okay, I like to make this video quick because I have limited time. JAM, this is my second time of taking your examination. Last year I wrote JAM and I applied for medicine at University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I took biology, physics, chemistry and English, use of English, and I scored a 283 in my JAM. Sadly, I was not able to get admission due to some issues here and there, and medicine is a high, you need to get a very high score in JAM. I wasn't able to get it. Okay, so this year I decided to take electrical engineering because I've taken a passion to it, and I'm advised to because I suit better in mathematics and all these things. So I read well for this exam, studied many past questions. I did much better than last year. I studied harder than last year. All for my efforts to amount to a 151, which is not possible. That's less than 50%. It's not possible for me to get less than 50% in JAM or any exam I write in this life. JAM, please, I know there's an error somewhere, and you guys should please look into this. It's not only me. I just decided to voice out. Many people are having this issue, and I'm just one of them that are voicing out. I've taken 3 external examinations since I entered SS3. I've taken WAEC, I've taken the IGCSE, and I took SATs last year, December. In my WAEC, I made 5 A's, 3 B's, and 1 C in English. JAM, this year, I took English, physics, chemistry, and mathematics. My results of WAEC last year, I got an A1 in mathematics, A1 in chemistry, B2 in physics, and C4 in English. I took my IGCSEs. In my English IGCSE, I had an A star. That's the highest grade given. In my biology, in my chemistry, I had an A star. In my physics, I had an A star. And in mathematics, I had an A. 3 A stars and 1 A for those subjects. In my SATs, I had a 1410. SATs, only 2 subjects. Reading and writing, which is English and mathematics. Those 2, I got a 670 and a 740 with a combined score of 1410. This is my first time writing the SAT. I got a 1410, putting me in the 94th percentile of students, meaning I did better or scored the same as 94% of students worldwide. Why am I saying this? JAMB, I took JAMB this year and they're giving me a 151. I don't believe that's my, I don't believe, that is not my result. JAMB, that is not my result, please. What are you people trying to say? Are you trying to say that JAMB was harder than those exams I read for? Those exams that I had sleepless nights for? Okay. I had a classmate, me and him, we were both in the same class last year. I graduated from secondary school last year. He was an art student, I was a science student. We both took the JAMB last year, and we both took it again this year. He was an art student last year, he scored 199. I'm a science student, I scored 283. This year, he decided to change his course, and he picked science subject this year. He took mathematics, we took the same subjects, mathematics, physics, chemistry, and English. He got a 193. And I got a 151. That does not add up. It's not possible. JAMB, there's a mistake somewhere. You guys are doing this while trying to complain. I'm having people of older generations telling me to shut up. That when they wrote their own exam, they were having the same issue. Okay, you're having the same issue. Why didn't you speak up about it? You're coming to silence me because they didn't fix your own. Because you had injustice. Me too, I should have the same injustice. That's not possible. I must have justice to my result. If worst comes to worst, you're going to recall me. Recall me to write this exam. I will sit in front of you and write. If you call me at this moment to come and write this exam, I can never get 150. I can never get below 260 in my JAMB. That's not possible. There's something really wrong. Please, I'm begging you people. Find a way to resolve my results. This is not what I scored. This is not what I read for this year. I've already spent 1 year in this house. I don't want to spend another year waiting. It's not good. I don't want to. I want to enter school. I want to go to school. I'm not the only one that's speaking up. Other people are speaking up, please. If you two are having this same issue, speak up about it. You have a voice. Make your voice heard. And let's fix whatever nonsense that they did for us this year. Because this cannot be our result. Thank you.
The power of social media is in the hands of the people in the comment section. Whenever someone come out to rant about something or cry out about something, they are looking up to the people that will come to the comment section. Those are the people that has what it takes for the voice of that person crying to go further. When this lady came out and ranted, it was not like because of her ranting that made that thing reach the NYSC people or even the government. It was the comment section that was more. That was what created fear. I saw a lot of people coming out to come and rant or complain about the JAMB result this year. A lot of people, and to be honest, many of them that I see them making video, they speak really well. It shows that they knew what they wrote, and they cannot just come out and be complaining for no reason. And then people in the comment section, Nigerians, please now, you guys should, when it is a serious issue, you guys should not cruise on it. It's not everything that you guys will use and catch cruise now. When it's a serious, you guys should be serious for once. Because if the JAMB board or the JAMB members, if they come to any of those videos that these girls are complaining, the first thing they're going to do is go through the comment section and see how serious this is going to affect them. If the comments are cruising, they are going to relax and do nothing. But honestly, think someone has wasted a whole year, paid for JAMB, write it, and then they give them 144, of which that is not really usually the score they should get. The other lady whom her father was a teacher, you could see that they really practiced for that, and then she got, I think, was 155. And when I went into her comment section, as serious as she brought her father to help her rant for this, you guys were cruising in the comment section saying, we follow you write the exams. Who send you? Me where there 400 level. Me where do this. Like, what is that? You guys should please. When there are a lot of posts to catch cruise on, but when it's a serious matter, more than just get serious and help out. When it's a position to help out, do you even know someone can actually go into depression because of this particular jam thing? They can go into depression, but it's all because of you guys in the comment section who should help raise their voice,
totally ignore them, or not even ignore, join hands together and put them into depression. You guys, I need to understand that we people that are always in the comment section, we are the one that holds the power to make a post valuable or devalue a post. So please, when it's a post that we should not devalue, more we don't devalue it now, I beg. If we did not stand out on one voice, on a good voice about VDM, they might not even release him by now. So when it's issues like this, I am begging. I hope this post will reach the right ear. You guys should be serious, please.
It's on a life, hypocrites everywhere. If your own person writes JAMB and they tell this kind of story, you will want clarifications. Why are there no clarifications? Now look at this one. Look at the comment input. He's saying, now they ask, leave that one. Because you don't write the JAMB. Let me make it clear. First of all, JAMB should be once every 4 years. JAMB should not be every year. For no reason whatsoever. It makes no logical sense. It makes no logical sense that you you invalidate a result every year. What is the goal of that? Nigeria is just full of patch. No system is working fine. I challenge JAMB now. See what they should do for me. Let them give a URL. All right? Let them give a URL where people can go and see transcript of the questions they answered and their final results, and how, like, for each question, if they got the answer right or wrong. I challenge JAMB. If they do them, of course they will not. They will not.
Okay guys, good day to you all. So we are still on the matter about JAMB released results. So I posted a video earlier, day before yesterday or yesterday, about underage candidate result, and this human commented that her daughter result is so bad and that her daughter did not did well, and she even wrote mock examination and she did well on the mock. So I wanted to clear this, but I'm sorry for using this statement, but written mock examination to me is a waste of money. I'm sorry for using this statement, but written mock examination is just like a waste of time. Instead of register mock examination, you should just use that money and give your daughter an extra lesson somewhere else to study past question and other other subjects that she's going to write. Because written mock examination, I did not see any advantage on it, because there is no repetition of mock question when you wanted to write the main JAMB examination. No any extra mark when you write mock examination. So writing mock is just like a waste of time and waste of money and energy to me. Instead, you should go for extra lesson from another place first. So I don't think, and JAMB mock result does not determine that maybe you did better on your mock, does not determine that your JAMB results will be better or something, because questions are not the same. It's not questions that they bring in mock examination they will bring in main JAMB examination. So I don't think, maybe if she did well on the mock examination, that doesn't concern main examination participant. So I don't know, but many people are complaining about this year JAMB results. So I think JAMB should provide marking scheme and also should update their software, because to be sincere, this software has been there in JAMB system since past 5 years now. When you wanted to write exam, it's the same software. So the software might be corrupted or giving wrong answer when students and candidates provide the answer. So I think they should update their software and also provide new updated question and answer database and software. So I think this is the major problem JAMB should provide solution to, because this is getting worse every year. So I think this should have a solution. We know that it is CBT, and whatever you answer, the computer will automatically compare you with the one the systems to, and if that is the correct answer, then it provides you with the total score. So this video is just to clear about the JAMB release results. So now the result has been released. I wanted to give this serious warning. Maybe you have low low JAMB school that your choosing institution cannot be able to give you admission, you go to somewhere else, or you see someone on Facebook advertising that he or she can upgrade your JAMB school. That is a lie and that is a scam. Don't go and waste your money. Your result is your result and it has been released. Nobody can change that except JAMB headquarters. So if you know you have not satisfied with the result they released for you, you can go and complain at JAMB headquarters. But anybody chatting you either on Facebook, WhatsApp, or any other social media telling you that he or she will upgrade your result is a scam. Don't fall for it unless you wanted to waste your money. It's a scam. Don't fall for it. If you know you are not satisfied and the result released to you, you feel that it's not your result, that you participate more than that, then you can visit any nearby JAMB headquarters and lay your complaint. If the exam can be reset for you, you will hear from them, or anything that they can do for you. But don't go and fall for victim. Anyone telling you they can upgrade your result is a scam. Don't fall for it. So in the next video I'll be doing, we'll be talking about JAMB school and the expected percentage for you to get admission. So we'll be measuring JAMB scores and expected percentage for you to be able to get admission either on university, polytechnic, or other institution. So if you are a JAMB candidate and you have not followed this page, kindly follow this page, share this video, and get ready for our next video. See you next time. Thank you all.
I made a post talking about the irregularities of JAMB, and I got a few comments like this, which is not surprising really, because I mean, people are bound to have conflict of opinions. But one thing I need you to know is that I will not rub a clip and not ring lights according to this guy and talk about something that I have no idea of or something I'm not sure of. Now, if you watch the video, I made mention of 2016 JAMB, and that's because that was the year I wrote JAMB. And like I said, 2016 JAMB was an absolute mess. I was a victim. I might be saying I'm talking against it because I failed, but please, who is better to talk about the situation other than the victim? Unfortunately for me, despite the fact that my score was really low, I was still able to reach the cutoff to get into the university that same year. But what about my friends that failed unjustly and had to wait an extra year to resit? Think of how frustrating it is to spend hours and days and even months to prepare for an exam, and then your result comes out and you can barely recognize your score, especially when you know that you deserve better. Do you know how frustrating that can be? And that's why I said you will never understand the gravity of this except you've been affected directly or indirectly. During my set, it was so bad that one person can get 2 results. I'm telling you that you can check now, see a score, and check later and see another score. It was that terrible. I can tell you for free that JAMB is based on luck and not facts. It is not a matter of, somebody marked your scripts and gave you what you deserved. It's just a matter of throwing marks around, and whatever falls on you, you take it like that. Look at the statistics. Look at the number of people that wrote the exam and the percentage that failed. More than half of the people that sat for the exam failed. So are you saying that the people that wrote the exams are dollars? And now, that was a whole 9 years ago. And to see that people are still complaining about the same thing in 2025, that's just to tell you that they are not doing any better. It is not getting any better. So when we come out to say JAMB needs to do better, best believe that we know what we are talking about.
Hi. Okay, so IJMB is Interim Joint Matriculation Board, and it's more like JUPEP. I think the difference is that there's some schools that will take JUPEP, that won't take IJMB, so you need to know the university of choice that you'll be going for, and if you have to write the exam, which one are you going to write? Like, is it going to be JUPEP or is it going to be IJMB? But I feel anyone you write should be able to take you into 200 levels. So it's just for you to find your choice and which of the universities would actually admit you with your result, and is it IJMB or JUPEP? Some schools don't take IJMB, they rather take JUPEP. So that, and I think the amounts you'll be paying, I don't know if they're the same. I think the courses are also the same. Yes, the courses are also the same. I think you do your physics, chemistry, biology, English, and maths, depending on which center you do doing the training. And some people do it in the university, like IJMB in university. When you pass, you can actually enter that university that you did your training there. I think it's much easier than doing it outside. And maybe, for example, now you do your IJMB program in Ibadan and you want to enter Unilag. I feel like they want to admit their own people that actually did the training in their own uni first before they even think of outsiders, because I've seen like cases like that before. And obviously you're spending up to like more than $1 million to actually do the program. The program is for 9 months, but I think it's actually more than that depending on your center, but the standard is 9 months. and you need your O-level result as well. So you must have written WAEC before you can actually come for IJMB or JUPEP. It's very important. It's very, very important. And the most important O-level results and your 5 subjects, the math, English, physics, chemistry, biology. Just make sure you pass those ones very well. The others, you can also pass them as well. But you know that depending on what course you want to study in the university, when you get to 200 level, you need to do well in those subjects or in those courses. Then when your exams are ready, you know the subject of choice you're supposed to do it in. I think anyone you go for, I wish you all the best. Good luck. That's it for now. If you have any other question, please you can send them to the comment section or as a request. I hope I have answered your question. Bye.
So guys, good day. I don't normally come to TikTok to talk about anything or criticize or but you see this one about JAMB, I will talk because it's not fair. Why did it take JAMB up to a week or is it 2 weeks to release candidates' results when it normally takes them 3 days to do that? I'm not really sure of the days, but what I know is that they brought out these results list, okay, and then they bring out the result and then they announce that there is massive failure. Okay, this case about this lawyer that her brother that is quite intelligent failed his job. How did he fail? There's no other explanation than they sold people's results. Because I don't know what else it is. Many intelligent people are saying that their results, it doesn't look like what they can get. It does not. It does not even, and me as someone who wrote my own exam too, I know that what I got is not what I was actually meant to get. Because my result left me speechless, and I'm sure it's the same thing that happened to other people. JAMB really needs to come out, and please, it's not just his results that they need to check. It's not just his. I feel like they should check everybody's result because it's not fair. It is not fair anymore because how are people failing? How are we failing? Those that are sure all the sleepless nights, all the reading, covering everything, all the CBT, according to what I heard, they said they changed syllabus. So how did they change syllabus this year and then they didn't inform candidates ahead of time just so they can know? They did not inform anybody, they just did their thing, and at the end of the day they will expect us to gladly take it like that. 278 last year will come this year and get like up to way lower, 160 something. How is it even possible? Needs to explain because something is wrong, something is fishy somewhere. Because like what other explanation for it? Are you trying to say that boy turned dumb overnight? Or like his sister is lying, he wasn't actually reading? So how did we read? All the sleepless nights, everything, and at the end of the day everybody will come out and be saying rubbish as a result, and you can't really talk. People don't come out to talk because who do you want to tell? JAMB might not really answer you, and that's the thing about this country. JAMB, please, you all need to do something. They need to check. The point of this video is just saying that they need to check everybody's results. It's not just that guy. There are many other people that I'm suspecting that they must have sold their result, which isn't fair. And you know my annoyance? The fact that those that waited last year to write this year again might just have to wait next year. It's not like, okay, sure, JAMB reduced their cutoff mark to 140. Yeah, but courses cutoff mark, those that are doing medicine and surgery, law, all those big courses, that their courses is up to 200, those that got below 200, what will happen to them? Then are you trying to tell me that they're going to stay another extra 1 year? No. That is just my annoyance, because I don't even understand why some students give up. Because do you really expect them to have that motivation to try again next year, even after trying last year to get a better score, and then they get something worse this year? And then they don't feel, and after all their perseverance, all their trial, everything, sleepless nights, only to come and see a useless result? It is too bad. It's bad.
Still on the issue concerning our children's JAMB score this year, I know so many parents will be talking from the area of, let me say, sentiment, and so many parents that are not affected about this might not actually come out to talk, and that has been the problem over time, because it is only when it affects you that you know what it means. And that is why an adage says, only he who wears the shoes knows where it pinches. And this has been the cry of VDM about those that have been oppressed, that we should not wait until it touches you before you speak out. So many parents have been saying that it's TikTok, it's Facebook, it's social media that is affecting our children. That is the essence for this year's low score. I beg to disagree, because we still have so many students that are still very serious with their studies. Some did last year, they got 290 something, and they are getting 132 this year. They are getting 121 after reading back to back. Yes, let us accept that some of the students are not serious, accepted. But why can't we fix it from our own end first? What of the system that malfunctioned? There are some centers that outrightly the students could not even do anything because of system malfunction. Is that the fault of the student as well? What of the exams that were time of exams 6:30 a.m.? Is that feasible enough with the state of our country? Security, there is no security, no good roads, and we are placing exam 6:30 in the morning. And even with the local government area being well stipulated, and these children picked their local government area, yet they are still taking them out of their state for 6:30 a.m. exam. And this is how we are going to fold our hands till they bring in this CBT WAEC. Let us just wait. We will see. Shebi now, it does not affect everybody. Let us wait till that CBT comes in for WAEC. We are going to see mass failure. Is not a negative prophecy. That is nothing but the truth, because we have not reached that stage. We have not reached that level of using system CBT for WAEC. That would be brutal. We are still doing JAMB, that is what is it called, objective. Everything is becoming this way. What will happen when CBT WAEC comes up? Yes, dear Lowoko, dear Lowali, yes, so many of them are not serious. But what of those that are serious? What are we doing to encourage them? First class jade. That want to all the faults for this year's JAMB should not be pushed to the students. We should check inward. We should check ourselves. The government should check inward and do the necessary things. They need to fix up all of those things. So many of those students are hospitalized. So many of them are in the hospital already because of the heartbreak. They could not stand it. They did it last year and they felt they are going to read more this year to get the score that is needed for them to be admitted. And now, here we are. Please, I am begging our government. We are begging seriously. There is nothing we want to do than to beg. Let us check so that if this should escalate to WAEC CBT, I don't know what will happen. No, I don't know what will happen, because I can categorically mention 5, 6, 7 centers that had issues with system malfunction, and the students were not able to do anything. Some did 10%, and the computer went off till the JAMB was over. She was unable to continue.
This video is specifically for those that have seen their JAMB results, and I know exactly how majority of you feel, right? As a matter of fact, there are 3 ways I'm so certain most JAMBites will be feeling at this moment. The first is those that would typically be feeling like, this can never be my results. Come on, I did JAMB last year, I had this also score, I cannot have 163, I cannot have 140, right? The second set of people are the set of people that they feel, this is my JAMB score, can you really give me the course I want? And the third set of people are the ones I refer to be those that did exceptionally well and they saw the outcome. I'm talking about those that had 300 plus or higher 200 plus. Now, irrespective of the way you feel, I want to focus your attention to the major purpose of writing JAMB exam, and it is to secure admission, right? And whatsoever you have, I would always advise you use it to secure admission. And I've made it so simplistic for you by having a live webinar which you can have access to the record for free. I did a live webinar with about hundreds of students just some days back, but you can have access to the live record for free. And all you need to do to get access to the live record, which typically explains to you how you can use your JAMB score, that's your present JAMB score, to secure admission. All you need to do to get access to the recorded video is just to go to my bio, tap the link in there, do a bit of slight registration. You get access to my WhatsApp DM, and automatically the link to the video will be sent to you. And if you want to see more video that will help you to make the best of decision when it comes to gaining admission into any of your Nigerian university, just hit the follow button. I'm sorry, don't mind my voice. Tomorrow video will be a better one. Peace out.
This girl in this video wrote JAMB last year. She got 297. But one or two reasons she not fit gain admission into Unilag based on some glitch for WAEC and here and there, she couldn't get admission into Unilag. This year, she could write JAMB again. To her surprise, who get 297 last year, when JAMB result come this year, she don't get 155. How far? It's either she cheats last year, she not cheat this year, or she passed last year, but there's a problem with JAMB this year. So she came to explain her part. Hear this.
Hello everyone, I want to talk about JAMB 2025. Last year I wrote JAMB, I got a score of 297 and I registered for system engineering in Unilag, but due to some hitches in Post-JAMB and WAEC, I could not go there.
Okay.
So this year I wrote JAMB, I came prepared, I had studied over 25 past questions. Just to wake up this morning and check my JAMB results, and I got 155, which is very ridiculous because in the first place, all the mock and CBT exams that I've written, I have never ever gotten less than 250, which is very surprising and shocking that JAMB can give me a score of 155. I don't know what to say, and I want everyone in Nigeria to speak up on this because this is not the result. I've heard many complaints from Twitter and from different social media apps that people that did very well last year, that did well, that are capable of doing very well, are getting extremely low marks, like me. Because I had my exam on Monday the 28th, and it's like most people on that Monday they had problems because my system logged me out two times. So I don't know, maybe as it logged me out, the answer maybe submitted for me or something. So I really want to know what the problem is with JAMB. JAMB should be able to tell us what the problem is, and like where someone like me can drop from 297 to 155, which is painful because I don't know who is going to answer me now or where this message. But please, I want everybody to come together. If you are facing this same trouble as me, let's come together because we need to speak up. This cannot go like this.
Okay. I went to school. Those of us who went to school, those of us when now they say we know book with this school. If you write an exam, you know what you're expecting. You know. If you don't expect B, may you go get C. If you don't expect C, may you go get B. But you cannot write an exam, you're expecting B, you go get E. Something is wrong. That's one. Secondly, I'm listening to the girl talking. She does not sound like we should have 155. She's so eloquent and confident in herself. Her English explains it. Thirdly, she had written the same exam last year, if not 4 years ago. We could say maybe it went lost. Last year, she got 297. Obviously, there's a problem. She was not the only one that spoke. Her father too spoke up to collaborate her story. She got 35 in chemistry. The father is a chemistry teacher. The father said, picking when I teach, when I don't deal with for how many years, this one when I know cannot have less than 70 in chemistry. Teachers in the house, you know what we're talking about. If your student writes exam, will get 50. You know the student that's supposed to get 50 and what is supposed to get 80. You know there are two. The father said, if not be every subject, chemistry, that 35 shows say something is wrong. And then she's explaining that her system logged her out 2 times while she was writing the exam. Nigeria, where we know, that is likely that a glitch has occurred somewhere. And what she's asking for now is a review of her results. So it's either JAMB bring out a script and remark, or they set another exam for her. Lastly, a lot of people are complaining about this JAMB. This last JAMB, they write so many complaints everywhere. Twitter full. Twitter full. So issues like this just make it clear, that something is wrong with that exam. So JAMB, so that we don't give pass mark to people who failed and fail those who passed. Can we review some of these results, please? These people are complaining. For a student to have the guts to do video and tell you that you made a mistake while you were marking it, Baba, we need to check that result again. So please, the Minister of Education, Can we look into the result of students who wrote JAMB in 2026? A lot happened that you're not right in this last exam.
It is so sad and heartbreaking that the outcome of the 2025 UTME results came out the way it came out. But then what is more disheartening and heartbreaking, even more despicable, is the fact that you see adults make videos condemning the fact that those of us who consider ourselves victims of the 2025 manipulated results are speaking up. Some of these people are ratio. This brings VDM into the picture, very dark black man. Now, what does very dark black man stand for? He stands against corruption, he stands against injustice, and he seeks to lend his voice to the voiceless to help them seek justice. Now, as a member of the Rattle movement, you consider yourself a Rattle. Are you not supposed to follow in the footsteps of VDM? What makes you think, without analyzing, without investigation, what makes you generalize the fact that every person who scored below 200 did not study? Now, in a field where trees are planted, grains, fruits, things are planted, weeds grow among them. So because the weeds have grown in the family planted, does that make every other plant in it useless? Now let's look at this generalization of things. When people say all men are scum, you as a man, do you consider yourself a scum, knowing your personality? When they say all women are gold diggers, your sister, you as a female, you are working hard to make ends meet and everything, do you consider yourself a gold digger? Now, we wrote JAMB, we studied so hard. Most of us had sleepless nights. I had sleepless nights. My results came out and it's not even up to it is not what I wrote. And then you are now generalizing the fact that everybody did not study. If you did so well in school, if you studied so hard in school, why are you not working in an office? You failed. You adults complaining about we Jambites that are complaining about the fact that our result did not come out well. You are on the social media space creating content talking about things like this because you are an illiterate. You don't have a sense of reasoning. You cannot rationalize. You can't think deep. Because if you're a deep thinker, the fact that lots of people are complaining will make you understand that there is something wrong somewhere. In the years of writing JAMB, how many times have you seen people come to the media space to complain so much about this? But this is worse. A lot of people studied. I studied. And then you see some people saying that they are on social media and all that. In preparation for my JAMB, I deleted my TikTok. I deleted Instagram. The only app that I had was YouTube. And the reason why I had it was because I was using it to study. There are lots of tutorials on YouTube. I used it to study. I had sleepless nights. Then you come out, you generalize the fact that you people did not study. Who are the you people? Not everybody came from a useless background. I did not come from a useless background. So instead of you to lend your voice to help us speak up and ask the JAMB management team, ask them for a report, ask them, why is it like this? Why is it so bad? Why is it that people who did so well are coming out complaining? Intelligent students are coming out complaining that they studied so hard. You are not saying anything. You all are generalizing it that because they did not do this thing, you did not study. What makes you think we did not study? And what is more painful, how do you expect us to feel when we studied so hard? And it's not even just about studying. You studied so hard, good and fine. You went into the exam hall and you were unable to attempt the question. It's a different thing. It was so difficult you were not able to attempt it. It's a different thing. We studied so hard. We went into the hall. We answered the question based on how it was. We picked answers because we knew they were right. From our studies, we picked answers because we knew they were right. And only for our results to come back to us, and it is something else, and you all coming out to say we did not study, we should keep quiet, we should wait till next year. What is the probability that this same thing will not happen next year. What are you all as adults, if you did not fail in your life, what are you doing? What are the questions you are asking those responsible for this result? What are you asking them to make sure that this does not happen? If you had studied so well, you will not be a failure on social media making content to make a living. I don't care how rude I am. I don't care how rude I sound. But you people are so inconsiderate, saying all sorts of things, not considering the feelings of people who studied so hard. Then you see other people jubilating. They will say, I did not study, but then I got 3 something. I did not study, I got 290. How do you expect me who studied to feel? Is this not what you would call injustice?
Are we surprised that 75% failed JAMB this year? Actually, I'm surprised that we are surprised, because why not? When everything around you is making you feel like you are going to waste your time. See, have you entered Uber before and the driver is telling you that he studied what you are going to study in school? In fact, what you are struggling to gain admission for, that is what he studied. And you know the funny thing? He is making more money than the person who actually studied that course. You say you won't go do law. That's why they drive you for Uber. Now law in himself do. And it's not like it was dumb in school. When you have actual conversation with this person, you realize that this person actually studied this thing. But then he's making more money. We barely see situations where the things you spend 5-6 years studying, 5-6 years because of strike and all that, the things you spend 5-6 years studying in school, you never actually practice it. There is something about microbiologists and selling of wigs. I don't know if you see someone selling wig or perfume. What did you study in school? I did microbiology or biochemistry. For somebody like me, I did computer science and statistics in school. I cannot believe it is this same brain, this same brain that was solving chi-square distribution, z-test, f-distribution, Bernoulli distribution, correlation and regression analysis, all those things. I even did real analysis for mathematics. I cannot believe that it's the same. As a matter of fact, I'm wondering who will be doing quantitative reasoning for my children, because now my head is just focused on survival and money. That's just the only thing in my head. When I was in school, 100 level, a lecturer was telling us a story that he went to the hospital. They were waiting for the doctor, and the doctor pulled up in one very old wretched motorcycle. Not power bike, Okada. I'm not saying Okada is bad. That's not what I'm saying. But you know the eye where we take a look doctors at that time. If your daughter bring man come house and the man talk say, I'm a medical doctor, all your hair for body will stand, because you be like say you don't jam jackpot and your daughter is. It's not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore. People are not seeing the value of these things. The value of education has so declined that now everybody is focused on other things. They are seeing people succeed from doing other things. I don't know if we have intellectuals in this country anymore. So people do not practice what they study. So everybody is just like, it's better to have a certificate that I don't need than to need a certificate that I don't have. So I don't know why everybody is surprised that 75% failed JAMB. If you want more people to pass, then start making it meaningful, at least. Because somebody like me, I love books. So people will know me, they know me. Book one for my life. Book won't kill me. If you read past me, God, if I see you, I will pull your head down. I love books. When I was in school, I loved doing computer. As a matter of fact, if I meet somebody that wants to do computer science, and the person tells me I'm doing computer science because I want to learn programming, I'll just tell you, don't bother going to the university, because the university would not teach you to code anything programming. You're not going to learn it there. You understand? Everything you'll be doing is theoretical. Every single thing you'll be doing is on paper. I spent a lot of my time in university studying 8086 microprocessor, and I'm telling you, if you give me 8086 microprocessor physically, I can't tell you that is 8086 microprocessor. Because why? I got used to seeing it on paper, black and white. They will write code on the board, you put it in your system, the code is not going to run, and the code no they ever pass. Write a for loop or a do while loop that is going to print even numbers from 0 to 50. That's just the thing. The first time they gave us a project in school, my project was to do e-pharmacy. I wrote it in Java. It was a very sophisticated code that even my lecturer was looking at it and she was confused because she didn't teach us that. and they will be thinking you went to do. So, not even just go to university if you know, say you want to learn programming from computer science. Just YouTube, go to YouTube, buy courses. You're going to get it. So, I don't know why we are surprised that 75% failed JAMB. The country education is going down. It's not, people don't see the return on investment anymore. It's not like before where education is, you go to school is very important, especially for critical thinking and everything. Get educated, you understand? But if you know that you are going to school and that thing you are going for is not what you are going to use later in life,
it is no longer news that there was massive failure in the just concluded JAMB examinations. 2 million students sat for the exams, and out of the 2 million students who sat for the exams, more than 1.5 million of those students had less than 200 as their scores. Remember, the maximum score in JAMB is 400. That means over 1.5 million students got less than 50% of the required score. So that's a massive failure, the worst since 2016. And that shows the level of decadence in our system, from the government, the school authorities, and the educators, the parents, and the students themselves. Nothing is working. We're going to talk about the government and JAMB, who is setting an exam for students who have never used computers before. I've been a teacher for over 10 years, and I have never seen the students practically learn using computers. And then you expect these students to suddenly go to exams and use devices that they have never used before. I teach in a public school in a city. How would it be for students who learn in the rural communities? And these students are expected to write an exam using computers. That is already a big hurdle for them. The government and JAMB as a regulatory body have to look into this. Also, if you look at the government, how do you expect the teachers to put in their best when they are paid peanuts? Yeah, if you look at the economic conditions, you discover that the teaching staff are paid peanuts. So nobody is going to put in their best to do a job that does not have their best interest at heart. So the government is first to blame. Many persons want to point their fingers at the teachers that they are the first people to blame, but I don't think so. The first people to blame is the government. They are the one that sets the pace for every other person to follow. If they are doing their job well, then every other person will fall in line. Now let's look at the parents. You see, parents these days, yeah, we know that the economic condition is very poor, very bad. Many parents are struggling to make ends meet. But you should know that training a child does not mean just paying school fees. Yeah, so you might pay school fees, but you are not training a child. It is important to be involved in their day-to-day academic activities. But many parents, it's sad to note that many parents are not doing that. What they know as training a child is clothing the child, feeding the child, housing the child, and paying school fees. Once they do that, they are satisfied. The parents have a hand in what is going on. Also, many parents do not allow teachers to discipline their children. You see, if a teacher mistakenly corrects a child, the next day you're going to see some of the parents storm the school to cause problems. So many teachers like myself, okay, if I see a child going wrong, I just tell you this is wrong. If you don't accept it, because I don't want stress, right? So you should understand that in this generation, nobody is going to take care of your child the way you would do. So if you expect that because you've sent your child to school and you've paid school fees, you expect that somebody is going to take that child as a burden, then you are deceiving yourself. Because if anything happens to the child in the process, the teacher will be held responsible. So every teacher now is very conscious of themselves, right? So the parents have a hand in this. The government has a hand in this. And also schools are also to be blamed. I remember when I was growing up as a child in primary school, secondary school, students used to fail and repeat classes. But today, students don't fail. Even in government schools, students don't fail. Whatever the score is, they go to the next class. Do you know the reason? It still boils back to the parents. Because if you fail the child and you want that child to repeat a class, what happens? The parent transfers that child to the next school. And these days, when you are going to the next school, the school does not ask you of your report card from the previous school. They used to do that in my day, right? So if you are going to a new school, the new school is going to ask you, we want to see your performance in your previous school. But these days, in most schools, it doesn't happen. So many schools are afraid to fail students. So even if the child is performing poorly, you just pass the child so that the parent will not take that child to another school. So it's a systemic failure. It's a systemic failure. And then finally, the students. You see, many students assume that school is a scam, right? Yeah, to an extent, you can see the level of independence of graduates. You'll be tempted to say that school is a scam, right? But if you have decided that you are going to go to school, then you should put in all your heart to go to school. If you don't want to go to the university, simple, tell your parents, I am not interested in going, right? You have the right. If you want to go, then you put in the work. Many students are looking for shortcuts. I as a tutor online, I have a free platform where I teach students maths from different countries of the world. And I observed that, for free. And I observed that the most unserious set of students are students from Nigeria. The most unserious are students from Nigeria. I was not surprised when I heard about this course in the just concluded JAMB exams, because many young Nigerians are unserious. The reason is they are now focusing on shortcuts, making money without putting in the work. There are so many things that are distracting young people online. Many so-called celebrities are leading our young people astray, because what they are showcasing, they are not showcasing their hard work, what they are doing to get to where they are right now. What they showcase is the glamour of where they have gotten to. So many young people assume that to get to a position of success, you don't put in the work. So they don't know that for everything you get in this life, you have to pay the price. And it's reflecting in the performance of students, because many of them are not interested in the process of education that leads to success. Instead, they just believe that, no, this is not the best way. I think I've seen another way that I can use to get to where I want to get to. And that's the problem with our society today. And it's a big one. It's a big one.
Okay, so you get where to just up now. So JAMB result is out. So I don't see God did. I know they see which way you go. JAMB result don't come out. I don't see anything. I don't feel. I don't feel.
My lady. Ooh, it's getting cold.
I'm not sorry. Now like this. TikTok challenge. Jelly me now. This one is so cold.
Your JAMB result, it's getting cold. Got good sweater. Oh my Jesus!
All of I don't fail. Start is cold.
Girl, go cry. Not be by street and tag yellow.
JAMB result don't come out soon.